the invention. SYX with the new solution. Transmit hits with no delusion. The feelings irresistible, and that's how we do it. Everybody.
All right. Hi, guys. Happy Monday. Happy Juice Plus week. I mean, is this an exciting week or what? This is going to be such an awesome time. I think this is going to be an unprecedented, we're not going to ever see anything like this. I don't think, again, I've never seen the Juice Plus company do anything like what it's doing this week. And then on top of that, me, Karen, and Sandy decided to be even more generous because we thought, why not? And I know we had some of our best months last month. And so I think that we just want to pay it forward a little bit. So tonight we're going to talk about the company program that Juice Plus is doing with the sponsor new team member. We're also going to talk about the contest that we are doing for all of our teams. So I am actually going to turn it over to the amazing Sandy Stetter, and she's going to talk about the company contest that you guys should have seen already in Voxer, and you should have got emails about, but there's a few little details that you probably will get some clarification on tonight. So go ahead, Sandy.
Hello, everyone. I'm so excited you guys could tune in. So in case you haven't seen what she's talking about, it's called the Come Join Us Incentive. Has anyone seen that yet? Yes? No? Maybe? I'm super excited. Like Jules said, I mean, I already thought the $52 annually was an amazing deal, but now our company is being so generous that they're actually waiving that fee. So what our company's idea was, if you can just think of that one dream team member that you've been thinking of, maybe it's on your chicken list, you don't know why you haven't asked that person yet, maybe they didn't even have the $52 and that's what was holding it back. Whatever the case is, it's an amazing opportunity to call that one person and invite them to join our business. And what it is each representative, so for example, myself, if I were to call Jules, which would be my dream team member, I could sign her up tomorrow, starting tomorrow, Tuesday, April 14th. And then Jules says yes, she's so excited. She's going to sign someone else up the following day. So we have Tuesday and Wednesday. It's one waiver per person. But what's so amazing is, we were talking about this earlier, it could be like a domino effect. So if you think about it, I sign up Jules, Jules says yes, Jules signs up Karen, Karen says yes, Karen goes to Jennifer, and you know, it can keep going down the list. So it's super amazing and super excited. But keep in mind, it's only Tuesday and Wednesday. So we really, really have to take advantage of the time. I know for myself, I've already been reaching out and kind of feeling out for people and what their thoughts are. The amazing thing also, besides the fact that they're waiving the $52, is it's going to be, they're even increasing the bonus. So for example, if that one person you were to sign up during that time frame, tomorrow or Wednesday, is to make it in QSC within 30 days, instead of the $300, which I heard that was pretty awesome for a bonus, they're going to give you $400. And not just for yourself, it's also for your representative. So I am super, super excited to share this with you, and I cannot wait till tomorrow. I mean, I'm going crazy. One final thing is that there's lots of questions, and you know, at the end we'll make sure and we answer all the questions. But one thing that right away they asked today on a call that we were on is, can you sign someone up as a reinstatement? The answer is no. It's your dream team member. Your dream team member would not have let their membership, you know, expire. Hello. So no, it's not for a reinstatement person. Any questions?
I have a question.
Ask.
So the promotion for the $400 bonus, is that only good for people that sign up tomorrow and the next day?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's also good for you.
Okay. Well, because I signed up the Dream Team person 2 weeks ago.
Oh, dang it.
That's okay.
That dream team person can sign someone up.
I've been talking to him. He's the only reason he's not on this call tonight is because they do virtual yoga every Monday night.
Oh, nice.
He's
You
a
can
yoga
watch the
instructor
recording.
with his girlfriend. So
yeah. So just be thinking, who else might you have as a dream team member, Debbie?
I'm thinking.
Yeah, you never know. Never know.
And you're going to sign them up on your virtual office. You have to do it yourself on your VO. And
Excellent
there'll
point,
be a
Jules,
drop
yes.
down where you can pick a waiver, whatever the waiver option is.
That is
Or
super
they
important to note, because we
Yeah.
can't, like we normally do, where we go, I don't know how you guys do it, but typically I'll go to my website, I'll click on the virtual franchise, join our mission, We can't do that for tomorrow and Wednesday. We have to go into our virtual office and manually enter them through our virtual office ourselves. And that's where you'll have that opportunity to waive the person. In addition, thank you for mentioning that because I completely forgot. Once you get that person signed up and they do get the email with their PIN number, there's a separate website that we need to go to, and it's called the Come Join Us Incentive website. We can actually even post it in the group just to make sure everybody has it. And that's where you'll go through and you'll sign up, you know, your name, your PIN number, your person's name, their new PIN number, their email address. And that select group of individuals is going to be invited to a special Facebook group that the company will be monitoring throughout the process of the 30 days. So that's pretty cool also.
Hi, Allison.
Hi.
Welcome.
Sorry, I was on another call about a tower garden.
Oh, yay!
Good.
And then there was one other thing. Did you talk about putting them after you do that to fill out the form, the what's new, under what's new? You're muted.
Oopsie, I'm worried about the baby in the background. Yeah, so that's the Come Join Us Incentive website, which is, it's a form.
Oh, that's the one. Okay. Okay. All right, cool. So any other questions?
So I don't know if I missed this, but if they get QSC in 30 days, you get the $400, but do they still get their bonus for making Partner Plus as well?
Yeah.
Because they would have made
of
Partner
course.
Plus and then QSC. So,
Right.
Absolutely.
Yes.
so
it
it's
would
just
still be the
tacked onto it.
$50, right, the $50 with their conference ticket. But then this would be, instead of $300, it would be the $400 bonus. And you would also
Okay.
take advantage of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, Nicole.
Yeah, technically it would be 450, Nicole.
Okay.
Technically.
Yeah.
Thank you for the clarification. Excellent with numbers.
Yeah. Okay. So, be thinking, well, first of all, I want you guys to know I messaged 3 people today and told them I thought of them and I wanted them to join my team. And I kind of, I'm not sure what I'll do if they all say yes, but already one of them told me no. And so, I've asked her numerous times and this is what I said. So you guys can say it your own way. I messaged them with a voice text, but I said, our company is doing something so amazing this week. It's kind of like the Juice Plus stimulus check. And we get to choose one team member to join our team, and the company will waive the $52 fee, $52 yearly fee. And I thought of you because you love Juice Plus. You already know about our mission, and the company really wants us to choose somebody that is very familiar with our products and very familiar with our mission. And I know you told me no in the past, but if anything has changed or if you've thought about it at all, especially during this crazy time, I would love for you to be that one. And if not, that's totally okay. You're not going to hurt my feelings. And actually, I don't want you to join just because it's free. I want you to join because you want to share Juice Plus with others. So I made it very clear to all 3 of them, please don't join because like they said, it's a dream team member. You don't want them to join just because it's free. And surprisingly, they won't. I guess they are not going to just join because of the $52. But that one person that's on the fence is going to join. So does anybody want to add anything what they're saying or what they've done so far?
I know that we were told today on the leader thing that, you know, Jules, I kind of did what you did. Where I gave a little bit more information because some of the people that are on my dream team, I've already asked previously and hoping that maybe just because of the environment that we're in now, like maybe things have changed.
Yes.
But you can also just say, hey, there's something I'd really love to talk to you about. Do you have time later today? You don't even have to say anything. If it's somebody you've never mentioned that you've been on my dream team, you know, I have, you know, we're doing all this, get them on the phone. And I know sometimes it's hard to get people on the phone. That's what I find. Even right now, people are still more responsive to text and responsive to messages, but I'm still finding it difficult to get people on the phone. So do what everything is going to work. If you've got somebody who you haven't talked to before, I wouldn't just blurt out talking about the team. But if it's like Jules and I would, you know, you could probably say that and see what, you know, where their interest lies.
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody's going to be different. So,
and the other thing too, like I have one team member from the past that has re-signed up this month. I have 2 new team members this month. And then I have one more who was a team member several years ago who is thinking about signing up again. So that would give me 4 team members. I don't know if any of them are going to be like gangbusters or whatever, but I don't want anybody to also get really discouraged if you don't have anybody tomorrow or Wednesday. Don't feel like, oh my gosh, I didn't do this. I mean, you know, the difference is $100. You know, we're going from a $300 bonus to a $400 bonus.
Right.
It's not like we're going from $300 to like $100,000. So,
Yeah.
you know, I don't want you to get down on yourself if you don't find that one person. Oh my gosh, I couldn't do this. You know, just that's why we're doing the contest we're going to talk about next now, because we just want you to have conversations. Just get out of your comfort zone and talk to people.
Jules, I really love that message that you shared. I'm going to update mine. But just so you know, for those of you who weren't on the leaders chat and maybe you haven't heard it in the Team Transformers, Amy Getz shared a message earlier this week, and I went ahead and I wrote it down. I'll say it real quickly if you don't mind. It's just a few sentences.
Yeah.
It says, and of course, my enthusiasm will change once I practice, but I just wrote it down a few minutes ago. It says, our company is experiencing massive growth right now. This past month alone, my business has been up 52%. What we are doing is we need help getting our message out to more people. I know you love your Juice Plus. So this implies that it's from like a raving fan customer. I know you love your Juice Plus, and so I don't know if this is something that you would be interested or not, or even consider. But corporate is doing a one-time only waiver because of these times where you could register with the company and they will waive the application fee. So there's absolutely no additional cost to you. In the next 30 days, you would actually have the opportunity to earn an extra $300 to $500. Is that something that would make sense to you?
I, first of all, can't believe you got all of that down.
It took me like 18 tries, but I got it.
So,
and as you can tell, I'm still broken reading it. I got to smooth it out a little bit.
Can you please type that into our Facebook group so we have that? Because that's
awesome. I will. I need to clean it up a little bit, but that's just what I could write as quick as I possibly could.
That's and quite honestly, I mean, except for the little blurb that our company is doing this, that's such great verbiage to use anytime.
Right. Agreed.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I'd love to add what Jules said in the beginning. That was really good. I'm going to go back and definitely add that in there.
Yeah.
Okay. So Karen's going to talk about our contest now.
Yeah. I don't want to make this overcomplicated, guys, because we pay the company. I mean, I have heard this since I started is, you know, the company pays us to talk to people. That's what we get paid for, right? We're kind of customer service. We're kind of salespeople, but we don't like to say salespeople. But we want you to start conversations because I think sometimes, especially when we're brand new, but even when we've been doing it a very long time, it's really hard sometimes to just start conversations with people. You kind of, especially somebody you know. I know, and for Sandy and I, right? Like it's easy for us to go to a health fair. I can talk to complete strangers all day long and get turned down, but to all of a sudden talk to my neighbor or my friend or somebody that, you know, I know really well, that rejection sometimes is a little scary, but we want you to start those conversations. So we're willing to pay you. We want you, Eric Worre, he did a thing where it was 100 conversations in 7 days. And so we want to pay you $100. We do not want to pay you $100. We want to pay you $100 over the 7 days for 100 conversations, $1 per conversation. But we want it to make sure that it's about Juice Plus or the Tower Garden. And we want to make sure that it's somebody brand new. We don't want you talking to your neighbor that you've already talked to 7 times before and they've said no. We want you, you know, looking at people on Facebook that you haven't, you know, talking to whatever, your cousin, you know, Mary, that you haven't talked to about Juice Plus before, whoever it's going to be. There's so many easy ways to find new people. And that so I figured out it's 14.3 people per day. I'm not sure what that third person looks like, but so think about how many times you're talking to people during the day anyway. And if you don't have to get on the phone, a phone call would be a ton of conversation. But if you can do a talking text, if you can do a Facebook Messenger where it's talking, I think those are really good. You know, if you can reach out to somebody and get them interacting with you, that's what we're really looking for. And if you haven't talked to them about Juice Plus, you don't want to start out with Juice Plus. You know, you want to start out with, let's say that it's somebody that you went to high school with. You want to start out saying, oh my gosh, how are you doing? I haven't seen you since 1986. And, you know, how are you guys handling all of this? See if you can get a conversation going and then see if it can turn to, you know, to Juice Plus or the Tower Garden, especially the Tower Garden right now, it seems like.
Yeah.
You know, or it could be, I quite honestly have reached out to a couple of people. I saw, she's a sister of a customer of mine in South Florida. So I've never even met her. And we reconnected on Facebook, and she posted the other day that her son has been sick for several days, and I don't see her post all the time. And I just reached out I have not talked to her about Juice Plus. I'm assuming she probably knows about Juice Plus because from her sister. But I reached out on Messenger and I said, hey, you know what? I've never talked to you about Juice Plus. I'm sorry about your son, and he's got this fever and he's been sick. I'd love to give you some samples. And she was receptive. So, you just reach out and start talking to people. Let me see. What else do I have down? Sandy came up with a beautiful new memory jogger. So I've already started filling mine out today. Thank you. And so you want to, and if you don't want to fill out email, right, there you go. You can just write down the name, write down the phone number. But the most important thing is the notes, writing down, what did you talk about? What the date was, what kind of information, what is your next follow-up? When do you need to follow up with them? I know I put stuff in my phone all the time for following up. And then who do you talk to? I know sometimes, especially when we're new, it's really hard to go, oh my gosh, who do I talk to? And it's really hard because usually we would tell you, well, talk to your nail salon person. Well, guess what? Nail salons are closed. Your hairdresser is closed. Who do you talk to? But there's a couple of great lists of who to talk to in that Facebook group as well, the 100 Conversations. And you might be friends with some of those people. You might be I'm friends with my hairdresser on Facebook. So I can still reach out to her and, and touch base with her. So we are willing to pay you. So the only thing we need, it started today and you have through Sunday. And so you send to your team leader, to either Jules, myself, or Sandy, your sheet of the names. So if you get 43 names down on there, then you'll get $43. If you get the 100, then you'll get the $100 from us. But it needs to be filled out, and what's your next steps. And one of the reasons we want that is because we want to also be able to come back to you afterwards and say, hey, guess what? Let's, this is in a week or two. Let's run down this memory jogger that you sent. Where are we with those people? Where are we with Jules Kilker? Where are we with Sandy Stetter? Let's follow up with these people if you haven't. So we're hoping that this, getting these conversations going is going to start that snowball, a little bit of a snowball push uphill. And then, it's going to just take off down the road, because you need the momentum. When you start the conversations, you need the momentum to going. And one of the things I love that Eric Worre said is he had said, if you've got so many conversations going, you're not worried about the people not responding back to you. And that's, that's so true. So any questions? And these are said that, and it's got to end up talking about Juice Plus. You may have 150 conversations, right? Because maybe you talk to somebody and it doesn't turn to Tower Garden or Juice Plus. That's okay. It could turn to Tower Garden or Juice Plus down the road. It just didn't do that right now. But it's really super easy. I mean, I had 20 conversations today with not too much time, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was great. So we are excited. You don't feel bad about taking our money this week. We are happy to give it away. And, I just want to say, because I talked to somebody last week, I think it was with Melissa and Jen, and there's I know a couple health people that are in health, in the medical field on this call right now. And I just want to say two very important things, that these are unprecedented times. And in my house, it's very chaotic. It's very different than normal. And like Karen said, I just love that she said that. Please don't feel bad if you have to let Juice, if you can't find that one, or if you don't talk to 13 people tomorrow to make your $100. What I really want you guys to do is share from the heart. And I want you to live peaceful lives, especially during this quarantine. That's what I want for myself. I just want you guys to want to share. I want it to come naturally. I want it to just kind of flow out from a place of gratitude and a place of wanting to help others. And I think that if you guys have a strong why, this is what we talked about with Melissa and Jen, if you have a strong why, that's going to happen. And if you don't, then you might want to dig deep tonight and say, why would I have 100 conversations this week? Mm-hmm. The $100 is great, but having the stories that come back from those conversations and people buying the Tower Garden or buying Juice Plus is what is fulfilling. It's what's joyful. It's living in my values. It's living in Karen's values. It's living in Sandy's values. And then that kind of just, it overflows. People see that. And if you're forcing it, people see that. And so I just want to make sure that you guys aren't feeling a level of stress about this contest or about finding that one perfect team member. I want it to be something that makes you happy, that makes other people in your life happy. And it's something that, yes, are you going to have to push a little bit? Are you going to have to set aside some time? Is it going to be a little uncomfortable? Absolutely. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, please let it come from a place of love and gratitude when you're talking to others, and not a place of like, I want my $100 this week. because that does come across. So find your why, dig deep and say, why would I do this? And you might have to ask again, well, why, I need extra money for toilet paper this week. Well, why do you need extra money for toilet paper? How would that make you feel if you had extra money? How would it make you feel if you took that $100 and bought toilet paper and you found masks and gave it to your neighbors? Something like that could be really cool. And so maybe just think about that when we hang up, because I know Casey's getting ready to go on. But think about why you want to do it and what you would do with the extra money. And that kind of stuff is a really powerful motivator. But I appreciate Amanda's in the hospital every day. She's dealing with the sickest people in Broward. It's disgusting. I know she's scared to come home to her family. She has 2 little kids, and it breaks my heart that she has to do that. She said she's sharing Juice Plus with everybody and bringing in her gummies. And Melissa, and I just want you guys to know that, like, we're here for you, and we're thinking about you guys, and you're a blessing on our team for sure. That's why we want to do this.
And I love that Jules said all that. And I also just I know for me, I get excited when I talk to people. So like what happens with me anyway is like, the first couple are kind of like, oh my gosh, okay, let me reach out to these people. And then when people start messaging me back, it gets me excited and it makes me want to reach out to even more people and to try and help them. And even when I got a couple of no's today, like, oh no, that Tower Garden, that's too expensive. But I was okay with it because I had so many other conversations going. So I'm so excited to hear what happens with you guys this week. And we are here to help you. So if you have any questions, if there's objections, if there's whatever you need help with, just reach out to us.
Okay.
Awesome.
And we love you guys, whether you do a little bit or a lot. I know we say that all the time.
Love you guys. Love you, girly. I see you.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Good night, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.
At night and in the morning.